right? I'm curious to see how Mazen is going to play this Sky over here at elbow. The coordination between Xand and Mazen is really going to affect how this round plays out.
Yeah, will they be ready for the aggression? Tens creeping down mid, gets a couple of spots, the damage comes through. It's Xand though to take down Dapper. Can he find anything else? Ten's still out there looking for the damage, and he will get it off of the distraction. And that's a good start ultimately here for Tens, because I mean they're looking for that information. Gonna get it, keep the pressure on. 3 versus 4 now for Sentinels.
Whose map picks are these? I wasn't
think
paying
this
attention
is
to that.
Sentinels. Yeah, because Furia was a Sentinel, so this is Sentinel's map pick.
GG. 2-0.
He takes critical damage. Tens though. Oh, that looked painful from a distance. Comes Tens once again with the Sheriff. He's everywhere.
But look at this. Mazen is telling
I
you
heckin' love Tens.
this B site.
Hiko left.
What? Where'd you go, dude?
Why the
You
heck
get to
did
say
he?
bye.
Why did he leave?
I wanted to go walk his
Yeah,
dog.
you gotta go walk his dog.
Are you kidding me? He had a break before then.
I'm about to leave too.
I'm
Watch
fucking
2
mad.
more rounds,
Like I'm
then I go
actually
take a
mad.
nap.
I'm actually mad.
So mad all the time.
You gotta watch them win.
They're gonna win either way, man.
Yeah, because they have to assume the rotations.
That's a
from the defenders
very
right
good
now.
point.
So not seeing anyone in spawn is a good tell.
So right after this pistol, I'm fucking out of here.
Where'd you go, dude? I was curious.
Talking to Hannah.
On Mazen, he at least has a ghost.
It's really nice outside. Really nice. Very warm. Muchacho.
Quick pop flash
Love
through,
that.
it's gonna see 2 players, but there's nothing that you can do about
California, baby.
No flash for 30 seconds, Dan. There's no time.
Shaz isn't using your mouse. I know.
And he's already down to 6 HP. And there is the
Smudge.
You're absolutely right.
Smose.
Very well done.
It's over. Game's done.
I can't believe you guys are waking up so early again.
I don't think Sean woke up.
Yeah, that's
Oh, well, I haven't slept.
scenario for Furia to deal with.
Jesus, man.
Really see very often.
I got up at 4.
Pushing out of
Yeah, well then I guess I'm surprised that you woke up for this.
Well, I went to bed at 8. So
So unlike
yeah.
Interesting.
the first map, Dan,
I'm on that boomer schedule. This might be my new schedule. Why are you laughing?
I guarantee
Hell
you
yeah.
when Valorant's not on, you'll be back to waking up at like 11.
But it won't even get there.
Ain't no way you're getting up at 4 or 5 in the morning.
Okay, what about 6?
Still no way. Trust me, I've been there, dude.
Not
I'm
worth.
like, yeah, I'm gonna wake up every day and at 6, and then I do it like 3 days in a row, and I'm like, this fucking sucks.
Will go down, but Mazen with the trades leads
Yeah, are they gonna win this round? Force?
Trying to play the element of surprise again, but
Oh no, Zom.
Pen's alive, and he has.
He has a guard. This is the
Guardian.
perfect gun to do it on the perfect map, on the perfect player, on the perfect human.
Indeed. Tens remaining with this
Tens.
guard
The perfect
in
day.
hand. Spikes
I like
still
that.
Still not planted. Just coming into the site right now. Mazen planning in that
Oh
right
my-
mid.
He avoided it.
That's close.
Wow.
And look how fast he is, man.
Tens. Oh, he can't get anything done.
All that to get spectered.
To get dude, he got owned.
Wasn't even close.
No, you got fucking owned.
It was a force buy. So, Sean, yeah, Sentinels win their first pistol, but actually it kind of plays against them, doesn't it?
Yeah, they don't like starting these matches off on the right foot.
Alright, I'm gonna go take a nap. It's fucking 2-1 Furia. GG's.
No, man, you gotta watch this out.
There's no way. There's no
Don't
fucking
leave
way.
me with him, Sean.
Dude, I'm so
Don't
tired. I
leave
have
me
to.
with him, Sean.
Why would you say that? You guys
I'll
are
leave
friends,
you,
man.
I'll leave you alone, motherfucker.
What the hell?
Have a great sense of where to
What
take.
the
They
fuck?
understand.
You guys are
Yo,
Yo,
fucking
make sure
best
you
friends,
do your
man.
cooldowns,
Quite
Jaden.
quickly.
Oh,
Looks like they wanna go very quick
You're
into
quitting,
the
aren't you?
position.
I fucking knew it.
Players here can
I
I'm
knew it.
thinking about it.
I knew it.
Flash just to
I'm
follow
not.
as
I haven't
well.
quit yet. I'm
Well,
thinking about
but
it.
what are you
though.
gonna do when you quit, though?
The backside, but surely not long for
I
this
don't know,
one.
man.
Exactly.
I'll live my life.
Hey, man,
Outside.
life is the world.
Johnny peeling off
The
one.
new
No,
world.
it's not.
We
Game
are
is-
the world.
Game is dying fast.
One by one.
We are the
Sentinels
children.
not able to find-
Alright, hey, good night, guys.
Hey,
Good
later,
night,
man.
everybody.
Good night. Good night.
Just like that first map, Tens is just looking to.
Imagine going to bed when Sentinels is on.
It's pretty
Like,
unlikely.
what?
Well,
Actually, I say
everyone
that
assumes that they're
you
just
guys
gonna
have
win
won
2-0, right?
Dan.
Yeah, true. I assumed Gambit was gonna win 2-0, and guess what? It was 2-1.
Khalil on the killjoy.
Pretty convincing, but
That's almost a flawless, not quite, but 4 players survived, which is certainly key because, of course, in the Sentinels, they force bought against
Hell,
Furia's
so
previous
fast.
force buy. And the force buy wars have been won by Furia.
I feel like I'm in some kind of forced by inception.
I think I'm gonna shit myself.
You know,
My stomach is not having it.
Sentinels approach this gun
Sometimes
because we've
shitting
seen
is
them
better
so
when it's
aggressive.
within yourself.
And this is different because now we have
Keep it in the
Shazam
pants.
Yeah.
mid doors,
Like if you keep
with
it,
Psalms locking down this
you
A
keep it
site.
close,
But
you
again,
keep
we
it
have
tight,
Sit
you keep
playing
it right.
very aggressive over on B with a Sentinel player in Dapper. Very interesting combo.
It's not bad from time to time.
This is
Oh, it hurts. I'm getting turnies.
Had Zoms nesting in this B site, and they allowed Dapper to play Killjoy.
Oh, it's turning hard.
And play the A site.
Turning or
Such
churning?
A different look that
Turning,
Furia's dealing with. They're trying to
twisting,
scout out the map.
bop it.
Just get a feel for things.
Drop it.
See how Sentinels are set up. You can see this is now going to be shifted towards the B side.
Tarek. Tarek's welcome to fucking come.
That wall, and you can see
Come.
CK is gonna
Not the
make
way that we've been talking
his way
about.
over to B,
Never
where
mind.
he's gonna put that wall up.
You know what I mean?
I'm curious if he does the same one as last round, Dan, or if he goes through that half. It is.
Yeah.
It's the same one.
and they're the Seekers as well. That's going to help them discover exactly where these defenders are. 2 on the site.
Comes as a Guardian again.
Wants to try to get these
Don't like
4
that.
kills
I
and
don't
he'll
like
be
that.
stuck in the snake bite there, unfortunately for him. And backside.
I'm not liking the way this
Another
is
good
going.
execute comes through from
But Tens is alive, baby.
It comes in, but Tens, he tries to get ahead of it. But again, look at all the vision that's just
Oh, boy.
gone because of the Viper's Pit. They're going to have to go into it. Tens looks to find a timing.
What a play by the goat.
That's a huge kill. Now
Oh,
time is
no.
against him. Khalil on that flank, able to pick off one more. It's
I'm
and Tens just
sorry.
Bless you.
such a
Bless.
in the Viper's Pit.
Bless
And they'll
up.
Take full advantage. 3-1 lead for Furia now.
Whoa, stop.
Man,
Where's my
I
mouse?
don't know
There it is.
what version of Sentinels we're seeing right now on the defensive side, Dan, but it's lacking all creativity and imagination. When I watch Furia come into the site, all of their utility is synergized so well with each other, right? Zan creating space with the dash, the guiding lights coming in from Mazin, the wall coming in from QCK, everything is perfect. But when you look at Sentinels, you just see, Dapper taking an individual fight at Pillar, Sick taking an individual fight over there in the corner. Everyone's taking individual fights on Sentinels, and that ended up working in the first map because their attack half bailed them out. But if they start bad here, could be rough.
Yeah, we have, like we saw in the last anti-eco scenario for Furia, they just
Top
go for a
3.
side here. This time it's A instead of B. Seekers are available for Sick, for Sentinels, if they want to try to go for a retake with them. They're already close. Here, Sentinels looking for the frags, but we have a beautiful display from Furia on this defense.
Tarek said join his call. No. He joins mine. None of this fucking bullshit.
Coming through for Furia. And once again,
None of this bullshit. I ain't fucking around anymore, okay?
Is can they keep it rolling?
Yeah, they're going to need to keep it rolling right now because this
Is this a 2-1?
Right? Ascent, I can argue it could go either way, right?
Ooh, Furia?
Yeah.
Breeze, it's such a
Oh,
big...
Dude, they
Considering
got
it's
they got
like
some
5
aim, man. Furia's got some fucking aim,
Slow
dude.
things down, uses
Sorry,
vital walls
been
to
watching
cut off
Dasman.
massive sight lines, and you can
Asman?
just leave
Yeah.
the defender
Does he say that?
He says dude a lot.
Being up 4-1
Oh.
It's the way he says it, too.
fantastic, but Sentinels could easily rally back and put them in a
Gotcha.
horrible
He hasn't streamed on his main in a while, though.
Oh, we might just
A very long time.
through to this B site. Things just
Just Zach Brar.
Doesn't need to. Maybe he just wants to relax.
No, I get it.
He's already got backside control, so they know that Sentinels
I get it, man.
here right now, and we're going to get a plan. And lots of utility.
My whole life right now.
including the
Just
slots
relax.
available still for Sick.
Yeah. It's a nice one you live.
Yeah, it is. Grateful.
A lot of
Yeah.
utility.
I mean, trust me, I am
This
too.
is a scenario where in the past, Sentinels had a Viper wall on the B site to work with on these retakes. This retake is going to be incredibly difficult. And if
5 on
Lil
5.
is lockdown, that's going to make it nearly impossible.
Yeah, that toxic screen going up again. It's really difficult to deal with. Sick is making some noise there on the flank, so they know that flank is compromised. But on the
Wow,
front,
they got
you see people
owned,
get all the
dude.
kills from backside. Beautiful
Oh?
there. Speaking of which, Sick
Not
able to
oh.
get some damage
This is
in,
not
but
going
simply
well.
not enough.
Uh-uh.
Furia,
Sentinels.
fantastic round.
We might have a BO3 on our
As you
hands.
said, the fact that the toxic screen was already in play for Sentinels
Yes.
on the A site early on.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Sentinels has any answer to these B hits, Dan. It looks like they're only prepared to stop A hits, which is typically where the attacks happen on Breeze. Unfortunately, you have to stop the B ones too, Dan. You got to stop them both. And this B site is under siege right now, and that's going to open up the playbook for Furia. If I'm IGLing them right now, I'm thinking, man, we could just keep going B forever. We could fake B, and they would definitely buy it. And it opens up this A site in rounds like this.
And this is the thing, you know, we've seen Fury oscillate between A and B on the anti-eco. This time, Tens does have that Blade Storm. He will be likely coming in through the mid doors. So he wants to get that action in early and get the kills in early. We'll see if he can find something. Again, that wall obscuring vision. Will we get an updraft? There comes the updraft. Tens able to take down 1-3.
So weird how ecos can turn around so fast like that.
Little response here.
A bunch of pistols and some knives. I guess a Spectre too.
In favor of Sentinels, and
That's a good fuck it. That's a good force, or not force, half rather.
It's getting gold because this is like the same formula as Ascent. I feel like we're on the same formula. Tens Blade Storm comes out, huge round from Sick.
Ooh, huge. Win a round and get a nice little timeout. Focus on this gun round. They need to win it.
Come back into this half.
Yeah,
we have mentioned it's an attack-sided map, but you cannot just get blown out of the water. It's not that attack-sided, and they do. You know, Furia has a lot to work with right here. That lockdown.
Did Heeks leave? Yeah.
Have as much impact on a massive map.
Why is the audio echoing? It's echoing.
Still,
What do you mean?
I have seen tons of success when Killjoys aggress into A halls and use it aggressively early round, or push up B. You know, use it in the middle of an execute as opposed to start the execute. Rounds like that seem very successful on Breeze. So I'm scared if I'm Sentinels right now. I'm gonna probably be, you know, resorting to, if they have a deeper gameplay than the one we've seen so far where they're taking individual fights, they're going to have to resort to that.
Yeah. No, I totally agree, and I think it is interesting in that, yes, as you say, it does look quite similar to the way the first map started in this series, but indeed, the looks on the defense are certainly, I mean, we're struggling to see hope in terms of a consistently good approach from Sentinels so far. Of course, there's still the rest of the half to play out.
Cute.
Kicking it off once again here. 5-2 in the lead off Furia.
This is their tried and true.
I like this.
The difference would be that Dapper's on Cypher, so now he can loan his trip over
What do you like?
to
The crab.
In halls.
Oh, I wasn't watching.
By
My bad.
tree, by pyramids, and now Zoms is on this
Just
B
moving.
side where he'll throw the poison orb at B main, he'll have the retake wall ready, and actually, if you look at that, the ult comes out right off the rip over there at B.
Yeah, the response here will be very interesting. How do Furia want to handle this? But first, we have this challenge in mid. Oh, the angle for Tens finds the perfect timing. Couldn't be better.
Couldn't be better. Yeah, that was very risky. Playing with the drone, catches the timing on Xhand, who actually has the Blade Storm as well. What a huge find.
And now it's even worse, because that Viper's pit is down on B, and you know, it really is a question of what do we do here, and we can see them gravitating towards that.
Kill is the chance of keeping this round alive. Well, they lost the round. All good.
Unfortunately,
Regardless, fight's fine.
Yeah, and that's actually, I believe Shaz's
The game was fun yesterday, Mike.
He's on the board
Prop night?
The elbow
Yeah.
is on for Fury.
I actually really liked it.
Poison orb, they
Yeah, I
get
played
behind it,
for
take the angle into
a
net.
decent bit longer after you left. I really wanted to be the killer, so we did a couple more trying to get it, and then we said, screw it, let's just make a custom. And then the custom wasn't working, so we ulted forward.
Bad man.
Sucks the server is like that, like the customs and all of that has some server issues, but still it's fun when it plays.
Works, yeah.
Works quite nicely in this scenario. And you can see that, in fact, Fury don't have time to even do anything here. They're going to save their weapons.
Yeah, they don't have time, or they don't have the right utility to even deal with this Viper's Pit, to be honest, right? If they had the drones...
Oh, I wanted to actually text you something. I need to talk to you about a guy that you know.
Had a Trailblazer still, or Guiding Lights, it could have
Okay.
been done. But in a 5-on-3, like
I need his services.
probably better off taking those weapons in the next round. Smart choice there.
Okay.
They're looking at the long game here in this half, and I think, you know, based on what we saw on the first map, that could be very impactful if they have good buys late in the half.
Yeah, totally agree.
I'll hit you up later about
And
it.
I think this was a great fight from us. You're behind. You've got no map control. You have a 1v1. That's great.
Yes.
But as we said, it doesn't go his way. And here we are, 3 to 5, I should say, on the scoreboard. Sentinels on the comeback.
Dan, this is different. These players look like they're going to go fast to the A-hole.
Drugs? Drugs?
I know. It's no.
Sus.
My fridge broke.
I knew it. I was gonna say
Yeah.
I was gonna say house related stuff like a contractor.
Yeah. I need
Yeah.
to talk to your guy again.
Okay, that's fine.
Because
You don't have his number? I never gave you.
no, I didn't save it. You did. I just didn't save it, and I got a new phone.
Okay. All good.
Yeah, I'm storing everything that was in my fridge in my mini cooler in my room.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's rough.
And it's just up to these gunfights now as we see Sentinels trying to hold on to the pyramids. Tens
Wait.
out there.
Why do you have to fix the fridge? What's that shit?
Don't even. Yeah, don't even. I know. They literally like get this. My yeah. So I'll tell chat a little story too. So I've been living here for quite some time now. You know, giving them a lot of money. They've even fixed stuff in the house with their own handymans before. I hit them up saying the fridge was broken, and then they told me that I'm getting a good deal on the house and that I'm responsible for any of the furnished stuff that they put in the house for me to live in, which is aka the fridge or the washer and dryer or whatever. I'm responsible for the maintenance of it. That's what they told me.
Wait,
After living,
that makes sense because that's the fridge.
It doesn't actually.
No,
make
it does.
sense.
No, it does because it's not their fridge.
They don't even know that is the thing. They haven't been in this house in
Well, they do,
4 years.
They do know that, right? They.
The one that we saw on Ascent. The shift.
Didn't I buy that fridge?
It might be your fridge.
Yeah,
but they don't know that because I've re-signed this lease so many times. They assume that that's for part of the house furnished now.
The difference in looks has clearly affected Furia a little bit here.
No, I'm pretty sure they have every right to do that because.
I mean, they either way. They have a right either way, but I'm pretty sure they don't know that.
Yeah. So the weird part is, I lived there. I rented it. I left, but I bought originally when I rented that place. There was no fridge, so I bought a fridge, but then I left it after I moved out. So I guess they just took it, and now
do you have any proof that you bought it?
Yeah, I bought that fridge. Yeah.
No, but do you have proof? Because I'll just take the fridge with me when I leave. You mind? Can I have that fridge?
Yeah. No, I left it there. I totally forgot I left the fridge there.
All right, cool. I just got myself a fridge.
But yeah, it's not their fridge, but at the same time, I left it there, and they decided to keep it, and then Justin moved in. So whose fridge is it at that point?
I mean, it's technically, if you bought it and we're just doing a transaction right here, I'm pretty sure you can just give it to me. You bought it with your money.
That's so weird.
Furia sticking to the tried and true. They're working the map. This is what has worked for them thus far, and they're going to continue doing it.
Yeah, we'll get that deep poison orb there on holes as well to deny vision. Shazam's normally been the player spotting from that position.
And nobody's going to court over a fridge.
Just take the fridge when you move out. And then they'll be like, what the fuck? Where's my fridge? I'll be like, well, actually, it's my fridge.
Yeah. They can't even prove that you bought it. I could just say that I bought it. Because they definitely didn't buy it.
Because they definitely know it's not their fridge.
That might be why they don't want to fix it. But then I thought to myself, what if like the AC breaks? Are they going to make me fix that?
If you look at Sick on the minimap right now,
I certainly hope not.
Like that's
the only reason I think they're saying for you to fix the fridge, because
they didn't say that though. In the text back, they didn't say that. And you want to hear the best part about it is they gave me a COVID discount rate on rent for a while there, and then they set it back to the normal rent rate when the pandemic kind of slowed down. But the problem with that is they're holding it over my head, and I didn't even ask for it. They offered to give me the COVID rate to keep me in the house because I was going to move out. So, like, it's kind of scummy, actually.
Yeah.
Yes, that's gorgeous. I love seeing the paired ultimates from the initiators. Right there, we saw the Seekers. So the Seekers go out. There's 3 of them. They're gonna.
Now I'm interested if I still own that fridge.
A separate player on the defender team, and this Sova.
I don't know how the legal system works, but since I left it and then they released it, is it theirs now?
That just seems like
you know what I mean? Like
I doubt it. Like they didn't pay for that fridge.
say,
You know,
bots were used
anything
there,
that
but
you
yeah, Blaze
bought
don't
with
go
your
back
own
as
money, I
quick
think
with
is
a
yours,
lockdown
even if
still.
you leave it.
We've
Because
seen
they
Khalil's
haven't been
lockdowns
here.
off.
Like I said,
No, we
they haven't been here in like 3 years. They don't even know what this house looks like anymore.
He's lurking in these halls right now. I've seen a lot of Killjoys use their ults up here. He's made his way to the door. Oh dear, does he put it down right here, Dan?
That's a good question. I mean, Sick has got a lot of control.
Yeah, I mean, it has to still be my fridge. It has to be. Because
He
if there's
paid the money for it.
if they're saying fix the fucking fridge, that means it's my or our fridge, whatever.
There's so much talk about a fridge.
Team
I mean,
fucking-
fridges are expensive, man.
Yeah, true.
Look, it connects perfectly.
Gladly take a fridge. I don't own a fridge. I've never owned a fridge.
Yeah, that's actually gorgeous.
But it is broken, so that's the thing.
Yeah, that sucks.
Shazam will get delayed just a little bit more by the Nano Swarm there towards heaven. Sentinels waiting, trying to coordinate themselves for the retake through door, through spawn.
I'm curious. Do I have like
Exam finding some
I have like an email
those daggers, and
with a
Khalil as well
receipt?
gets one. Shazam picks up a double, but there's a Viper's Pit still yet to contend with, and he does not have a drone.
Oh god, this had to have been so many years ago. We'll check at halftime break.
And it's just Tens now. What can he
Tens
find
wins
from the
these.
players? Gets
Nope.
himself around the back, but Marzin with a very fast headshot to respond. 7-4, and it looks like we're diverging from the script of map 1 finally for Furia.
I think so.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure that you have to fix the fridge.
That's too far.
And dang, did they look clean in these rounds doing so. I just want to draw attention too to that really cool aspect. The Viper drops the ult right there for that last kill. They know Tens is lurking in the ult, so she just drops the ult. Found ya. Real cool right there from Furia. But this is the round where they have no ults to work with, and we've seen.
How did the better question is how did you fit all of the fridge stuff in a mini fridge?
We didn't.
Oh, interesting. So
Oh.
Not all of it. I have 2 mini fridges in my room actually,
Oh, I see.
but not all of it.
You want a third?
Some of it. Sure. I love mini fridges.
This is very aggressive from Shazam. He can hear a lot of footsteps from deep in attacker spawn, where attackers typically wouldn't believe they're being heard. So I think Shaz is going to get some early comms here to his teammates, and I would expect Fury to be going into a stacked site here.
Have you ever like thought, dude, fridges? That's a weird word.
Why? Just the way it's
I
spelled?
don't know. It's the way it's spelled and the way it's said. Fridge.
What's even weirder is refrigerator.
I know. Like I've never thought about it, but it's kind of weird.
But with that said, they still have to breach that B choke point, and it's not looking great right now because, as you say, Tens is now in position, and they're going to go back here. QCK, oh, he catches Shazam.
Lose lurk.
20 seconds to play.
Tens doesn't know.
This is a huge map, and they have to run all the way around. We've got the catch here in spawn as well.
How can you not know?
Sentinels, they have to work this one out. In fact,
You know?
Go forward, he'll find another one, but where is the spike? 10 seconds to plant the spike. Khalil's killing absolutely everybody, but the spike has to go
Catch him
down.
on cross, catch him on cross.
Planted, but there might be a the wall's going to drop storms.
Oh, it was a different wall, different wall, different wall.
There it goes. The spike is planting. Storms can't quite find an angle.
Damn,
That's
that's a
tough.
solid half.
Yeah, that's a very good half.
What a crazy finish to the first half.
I would say this map is more T-sided, but still. Who won pistol? I don't know.
I can't believe
Ascended.
Oh.
I think they either got ecoed or they won that and then lost the next.
Oh yeah, they got ecoed. Solid fucking half.
Into the defensive half.
Solid fucking half.
Quick breather. It's time to go back to the desk to talk about that half.
Thank you so much, DDK. Early on into that half, we all turned to each other and we said, what's it going to take for us to feel confident in Furia going into the back half of this map? And 8-4 was the answer, and they found it. They found it.
I mean, this was a really good half. A few key tactical mistakes in there, but otherwise, Dash, they were great. it wasn't just the fact that they were great. You know who was very, very great? And I know that is not a phrase that I'm going to use as English pronunciation anyway, shape, or form. Khalil. I think he ended that half 14-5 on the Killjoy. The man was unstoppable. And I know we usually look to the Jets here on Breeze, but the story's being told by the Killjoy here.
Yeah, top frag map 1, top fragging so far here on map number 2 for his team. It's the flanks, it's the way that they're utilizing him, and we even saw it there in the final round there as Shaz is rotating, getting caught off guard without his gun out because Khalil is positioned phenomenally.
Yeah, this is a really new kind of...
Is there another match after this?
Really
Yes,
giving
sir.
a little bit more free reign. The coach putting a lot of trust in their key player here to give him the
Envy
ability to
plays
go
too
for the flanks,
today.
go for
Oh
the
no, it's
wide
tomorrow.
angles and find
What day is it?
members
Is it Wednesday or Thursday?
aware of his positioning.
It is
Yeah, I
Tuesday,
mean,
isn't
that's
it?
just a phenomenal
Thursday.
play.
What the
Absolutely
fuck?
clear on the pre-dev boundary. You're like, you've
Whoa.
gotta watch this man. He just knows
Lose
how
track
to
Wait,
of
it's
time
play.
out here, I
Thursday?
tell you.
And now
Yeah,
he's
it's
playing
Thursday.
a little bit of a different style to what you expected, and that's giving him even more free reign to do whatever he wants. This highlight reel should be enough to tell you that not only is he able to use his utility to peak success, it's not just that, he's also able to get the shots down on. And I know you and I were talking about before the fact that Furia...
Does it even matter what day it is, really? They're all just a day.
Yeah, man. I mean, they did it, and that was success.
Unless you have like
This
an
was something
obligation,
that
the days
I
don't
did not
matter.
Yeah,
know.
true.
It wasn't something we
True.
got to talk about much because they won both the pistol rounds on Ascent. So there was no reason for them to force. But this is something they are very keen to do, and you can see why. Especially on the attacker side, it makes a lot of sense. This is their side. This is where they have to get their, their work done. They have to come through big. And there's no better way to do that than to catch the other team off guard a little bit, grabbing some bigger guns off of the opponent.
Streamer take.
Now 8-4. That does
True.
give us some confidence.
I mean,
but as
facts.
we know,
Actually,
every
so
now and
facts.
then
Yep.
goes out, they're a team that
It's all the
usually
same.
ramps up as time goes on, as they figure you out, and now they move themselves.
It matters
onto the
definitely if you
attacking
work
half.
a
We're gonna head
day-to-day
back over
job.
to casters, DDK,
I
and
mean,
Sean for the call.
what if you work every single day? Then it doesn't matter much, right? You know every single day you're working.
They are threatening.
Yeah, but like,
Sentinels very much
usually
right
you
now.
have days off when you
8-4
work,
second
especially,
first
I mean,
half, but
actually labor laws
is very
require you
different
to have some time off. You can't work. Leave
Really?
overtime
If you
every day,
went
all
to the
day.
company and you said, "Hey, I want to work every single
How many
day,"
hours a week? How many hours a week?
Just, you know,
That-
8
it always
standard?
depends.
Two people are going to go up Sands.
That's overtime.
To the site now, right?
yeah,
So,
but you don't have,
that's if-
but you don't get paid overtime. You just get paid normal.
Fast retake. There's 5 people here.
I don't think anybody would go for that.
Some people might.
Get to the cross
Yeah.
angle, and actually that's really interesting.
Okay.
Maybe it benefits Tens. He's got that shot.
Wanna make money.
The damage dashing back, but Furia trading quite nicely. 3 versus 3. And in fact, it's now Furia. There's one man to the good.
They wouldn't even let you do it.
This is
That's
just deathmatch right
crazy.
now. 2 players.
If I wanted to do it and I could,
Oh, Tens edging forward, gets caught
I'm
in
pretty
the
sure
open,
it's illegal
and
though
Furia
to do that. If you work
another
overtime, they have to
pistol
pay you
round.
overtime because there's labor laws. But if you work past a certain amount of hours a week,
9-4 right now in this map, Dan. Massive
okay, so what if you
economic
change the
advantage
script and you say I want to work every
on
single
Sundays.
day, but not 8 hours a day,
Force
like,
on
you
the
know,
second
whatever
round
the math
if they
equals,
get the
5 or
spot down.
whatever, 4. I don't know what the math
This
is.
in a scenario right now where they would
You
have
think
to
that would
Times
be, you
5
think that would be,
is 40.
you think that would be allowed?
doubled by if they're gonna buy here.
I mean, I don't know the exact laws. To
Dang
be
it.
honest,
Man.
They have a
I
marshal
don't.
on Sig,
I mean, I haven't worked
sheriff
a
on Tens,
standard job in
sheriff on Dapper, so they're making light
8
purchases.
years, so
We could potentially be looking at a 10-4 score.
It's been 10 years for me, I think. 11?
Got the,
Yeah.
11.
Yeah.
screen set up on B for Furia.
it's like anything over.
really
I
like
think
that,
it's
actually.
anything over 40. You have to
Shifted
be
it over
paid
a little bit
OT.
to the right, so that way it fully blocks all the way into mid and leaves the gap along the back wall of B. That's very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great spot there. Someone's creeping forward. And
It's looking like a GG go next,
doing
huh?
anything fancy here.
Ooh, Dapper has a
Unless-
great timing right now. B elbow Dan. He went right by the Trailblazer. Ooh, but he doesn't take it. He falls back. And meanwhile in Halls, big presence being made by Zombs. He gets taken out by the double damage shock dart. Brutal.
And there we go, some of the numbers whittled away for Sentinels. So there is certainly strength in numbers.
Yeah, this is a
Line
pretty
that is
stomp.
disadvantageous
I love,
like this,
dude,
but
every time that you and I are together doing this, which is rare nowadays, but when it does happen, we don't even fucking watch Valorant. We
No.
talk about fridges and overtime.
Oh my
God.
God.
I mean, yeah, you're not like actively engaged. Like you're watching it, you're watching the rounds go by, but you can still talk about other stuff while rounds go by. Like right now,
They're in hot pursuit.
I think it's normal. I think everyone does. Nobody's sitting there fucking quiet staring at the monitor.
I don't know. I've watched. To be fair, I watch a lot of other watch parties, and they're pretty focused on at least esports. You know, their topics aren't as.
No, he didn't die. That sucks.
It's so funny as well because the call definitely came. QCK looks hungry for that one. It was in hot pursuit, but yeah, great call there to force him to survive. The shame, the embarrassment, but more so the lack of money.
Jeez,
I don't know how that works. I thought that had to be a no scope.
Yeah.
But he somehow scoped in on that one.
Yeah.
I don't understand how that works.
That was crazy.
His reward is to keep the marshal for another round. So.
Oh my God, another interesting, unique wall here at the B side. But this is an all-out mid-aggression on their bonus.
Ooh, he almost fucking click. Shazzy. Come on. Dapper. You know? You're looking like me out there, man.
Now they're starting to find themselves in
Nah, you for sure would have killed that guy.
You think so?
That's honestly, I think that's because of his crosshair.
What is it?
It's that
the weird gap one, dude.
Gap
why
one.
do people use that trash?
Because you can put people's whole body or like upper head and neck into it, so it's like a comfort crosshair. IMO.
Trash crosshair.
Massive advantage in this 3-on-2.
Sick uses it as well. He used that in CS.
Yeah, completely agree.
People just like it.
Spectres still from the bonus. It's going to be hard to find much. You don't have that one-shot potential of a Vandal, a Sheriff.
Very good timing here from NZR, though. You can see Sentinels is pushed up aggressively. They have no one holding the flank, which is actually where both of these Furia players are coming from.
There's a recon available and 2 shock darts for NZR.
So random. What? Somebody says Dapper looks like he's getting fatter. We're all getting fatter, man. You seen me?
Guns out of the Sentinels' hands. They know this is
I'm bulking.
Long game remaining.
I'll be 200 pounds soon.
Only need 3 more rounds. So doing economic damage is massive. But
Furia's got to have so much money, right?
Yeah, they're big chilling.
He's not getting lucky either. These
oh.
are all exiting defenders.
He's like, nah, you ain't killing me. Dude, if Shazzy got that kill, he would have gotten his ult. So that's a good call to jump into that instead. Big freaking brain.
Alright guys, this is absolutely safe. Don't know about anything else, but let's just go to safe territory. And that's 5 to 10. Sentinels pick 1 up.
When are you gonna start working out, dude?
That was the bonus for Furia. By design.
Eventually, you know.
I mean,
when the time is right and the sun shines.
Let me fucking tell you what to buy for your home gym. We need to get you it in tip-top shape.
Tip-top.
Well, not tip-top, but you need to get you active and moving.
Yeah, I need to move. I'm gonna probably die soon.
You're not gonna make 50.
No.
If you keep living the way you're living.
No, but is that so bad?
I don't know. It's really up to you.
True.
It's your call if you want to live long or not.
Live long and prosper.
And that's gonna get a tag. Beautiful. QCK picks up 1, and they've got that mid control, so he doesn't have to worry about that. Xan is in the door or around the door position, keeping it safe. So right now, Furia in a great position.
Go for walks. I was doing that for a little bit, but walks are such a waste of time. Because like, if you're gonna exercise or work out, why not do something that nets you the most, like, you know, weight loss or burn or whatever the fuck you want to, I don't know. Why not do what gets you there the fastest? If you walk, that's slow as shit. You're just walking around. You waste 2 hours walking when you could have ran for 10 minutes. You fucking kidding me?
That's a great mindset that a lot of people don't get. But you want to know why people walk?
Why?
Because it does get you moving and it's easy. It's not like you're not active. That was nice.
I heckin' love 10s, baby.
From 10s in all of the madness around the Hunter's Fury. 10s will strike, and that's another round for Sentinels.
But also at the same time, on the other side of that coin,
when
you
Tens
don't
is
walk
hunting
at all.
down, imagine that.
So
Imagine
you're not doing
that's
anything
fun.
True.
as opposed to someone who's walking.
Yeah, but they're wasting time. I'm not.
Shazam, you know, making them jump all
You're
over
not
the
wasting time.
No.
I've literally seen you watch like 5 movies in a row.
That's not wasting time. Walking is wasting time. What do you get out of walking?
You get to be active, more active than you're being.
That's not what it's about, though. When you could just be efficient with your activity. I know
But maybe
I know
they-
I'm not active at all, but I'm saying, like, why not just be efficient so you can spend more time doing other things?
Who says that they're not being efficient though? Maybe they like
They
being outside in nature.
they absolutely are if they're wasting an hour to 2 hours walking.
But they're not looking at it like that. They're just looking at getting into the rhythm of walking, being outside, and just like getting the blood flowing.
No.
Just
No. No.
Just no.
They might go into Exan now.
They might, Dan.
Oh, the timing there, and he's going to be able to pick it up. That's the spike down as well. Chances now here for Furia to strike right back after losing a round. Spike's recovered. There's a lot of time, and they know that Exan is around the B site. Do they challenge it?
Dan, look at this. They are guessing absolutely wrong. The confidence on Sentinels to keep heading into this same site where the Neural Theft spotted everyone. It is a mind game being played right now for the in-game leader on the Sentinels team. And Zom's going to get that free plant 3-on-3. Bladestorm still in play, though.
I mean, someone said maybe they're walking with someone else and talking. If that's what they're doing, then both people are wasting time.
Double wasting time.
That's a double waste. It's not
I don't
just,
think
that's
it's
not
a waste.
single.
I think I understand what
You
you're
see
saying.
what I'm
You're
saying,
like-
right?
No, yeah, you're min-maxing your physical exercise. I understand what you're saying, and that's a good mindset to have, but not everyone shares that mindset as you. So you gotta realize that some people just like being out in nature and walking around, and it gets them active, so it's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. They're getting 2 different types of pleasures.
Once again, they are trailing, but it just seems like they're so hard.
The best part about it is I don't do anything.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're still ahead of the curve on you.
True.
As far as fitness goes. Even if they're just walking 20 minutes a day or whatever.
You have to have some incredible plays to shut them out, right? You have to come up big on an individual and tactical level if you want to defeat Sentinels. I've seen a lot of teams have leads on them. Not many close them out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point.
Walk on a treadmill while watching a movie. See, that's not bad.
He is through, and there's on this Fury, and oh, it's a freebie.
Sure, you're into that. I mean, it's pretty hard to do.
Beautiful work. And
I would never do that.
He hasn't pinned.
I like to focus on my movies or my workout.
Marzen was trying to support Exan, but he gets nailed by Tens. So Exan is back out there alone. And here comes Zoms looking for the angle. The pre-peek from Exan. He's anticipating it. And that's a 3v2. And
Jesus.
Dapper takes that
That's
QCK,
huge.
that lurk.
The B site's open, but Dapper could get
That's
caught
a good
in this
point.
nest, Dan.
What if that walking that you're saying is wasting time? What if that all that walking that person's doing collects up over like 10 years and he gets like an extended 20 years of
That's
life
just not how that
over
works.
over you?
That's not how that works.
Then would it be considered wasting time still?
It wouldn't be, but that's not how that works.
No idea where Sick is.
At all.
Not how that works.
At all.
Being healthy is not how that works. Got it.
There's the engagement, and it's good for NCR.
Because you could add the RNG variable in there where you could pass at any given moment,
A clutch from NZR.
no matter your condition.
Well, yeah,
right?
but that could happen to anybody at any given time. It
Yeah.
could happen to the people
Yeah.
walking. You
Yeah.
can get hit by a car.
Yeah. Exactly.
We're not talking about that variable. We're not talking about the randomness.
Yeah,
We're
but
talking
you
about straight up fitness.
included the time variable as if living long. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like what I'm saying is being fit and healthy will extend your life. That's just true.
But that's not true.
Oh.
That's what people think is true.
In a position that was known, and that's
Oh.
the difference. If he's in the open, but he's on an off angle, that's unknown.
Okay.
He wins that fight.
But they think that because they're viewing it wrong.
That single recon won that round. That's
I suggest,
heads-up play to quickly toss that after getting blocked.
You don't work out then, and just see how that works for you.
That could break their back.
I'm done already. Already living it.
If they lose this bye,
Keep it going.
I think we're going to 3 maps.
We'll see how you feel in like 10 years.
I think they're on the back foot right now. They are definitely not in the driver's seat of this map right now. I would favor Furia. But I said that also on Ascent, right? This is a different team, and you can see Raucus, the new coach right there on Sentinels, has a lot to say. I really like seeing that, right? We haven't really seen a match with him on the team, and you can see he's having impact in the team. He's very vocal right now in this TAC timeout for Sentinels.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you say, yeah, that is a completely new sight for Sentinels. Usually it's just all on the back of the 5 players that you see sat at the computers on stage.
So you know you're right when everyone's getting defensive, you know?
No, they just feel... That's not true. Trust me. I've been on both sides of that. Not true at all. They honestly, what the people that are spamming question marks and like all that shit, they're just like, this guy is a fucking idiot and he's a millionaire. That's what they're thinking.
Yeah, the whole thing is all about the coach is that you have a perspective that's not in the game. You know, every single player. Okay, I got to explain that. Every single
We'll see.
Point of view, but
if we're still up and running in like 50 years, you'll see the studies. Just ahead of the curve.
Straight in. The defense is still in place, though. We got players backside. Great shot shooting from.
I mean, I'm not saying that you're gonna perish at 50. I'm just saying, even if you're alive at 50, you'll feel a lot better if you took better care of yourself, as far as like food and
I mean, feeling better though is all just mental, not physical.
It's really not. It's not physical.
No, it's not. It's just mental. Like if you think you're feeling good, then you're feeling good. If you think you're feeling bad, you're feeling bad. Now, if you just trick your head when you're feeling bad to feel good, you'll no longer, you know what I'm saying? Like you just, it's all a mental game.
There's a mental aspect for sure, but
you think there's a physical aspect too? Probably a little bit, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Like,
You're probably right.
If you have, let's say you don't take, if you don't take care of yourself and you have some type of physical issues and you just can't, like, you can't not feel pain, you know?
That's true. That's true. Well, unless, have you heard of the X-Men?
And now you're speaking in fantasies.
The mid round, the late rounds, everything is falling in the Brazilian team's favor.
All right, that's enough trolling. That's enough trolling for me. I'm good. All good. I'm trolled out.
Yeah, you need to. What I'm saying is, hit the gym, dude. Feel better.
Thanks.
I need to take my own advice too.
1v1 there against Tens is honestly outrageous.
Yes.
That he wins that, and that's just, we talked about that being the round that could break the back and win the map. There is still fight left in Sentinels yet, but
oh, that's a cool spot.
Tens already up.
Can you even see that? Really?
I think you could probably see his head if he's opping there. I don't know why he would be just opping right there in the beginning of the round, but I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, that could be a good like mid-round.
But you wouldn't see him if he was right though, so I don't know. Or left, not right.
But you usually wouldn't hold it left, unless you're Jet, I guess, or right. Whoa, I don't know which way we're looking at it now.
From Tenz's perspective,
left. Oh, left. Yeah. If you're left, the only way you're getting out is Jet. You op and you're stuck in that corner.
Yeah, you dash or smoke. God, that was clean. Even crouch peeked. That was kind of weird. Usually those don't work very well in this game.
Lean placement.
Position from Dapper, not expected. Little hops there from Tens.
That was clean too.
Didn't even have to move his mouse. Just had to click.
Left here on the retake attempt. There is time still for Furia, but they have to force the issue. And they don't know what Dapper's doing. You can
What's the third map?
It's just so painful to have to constantly worry about. And Dapper, knowing they're not going for it, trying to get into a position to cut them off, but here we're taken down finally. What a round here from Tens. He's just trying to
dash mid-fight. It's good.
There we go. Sentinels stay
third map.
One more round. They do it 4 more times.
Yeah, 4 more times, Dan.
Haven?
Jeez,
Okay.
Look at that scoreboard.
This is pretty good on Haven.
I don't know why I was thinking split.
Again, like the first map, he's putting up these numbers, but it doesn't feel like a tense performance, right? It doesn't. I don't feel the early round domination. I'm getting the highlights. I'm like these rounds right here.
Well, I know right click, because right click sucks.
Those rounds. But something's missing from Sentinels in this game so far. I'm not really sure what it is right now watching, but this is another one of those really fast A-Pulse controls rounds that Sentinels keeps on running.
And this time we've got Xan on the Blaze Storm, going deep in middle. looking to see what he can find. Not too much there in mid just yet. You can see Sentinels have slowed the pace. Got that deep poison orb in holes. Dapper lurking up against it. The coactive Fury out there making so much noise. Dapper hears everything, of course, as will Tens.
Yeah, this playstyle from Furia has caught Sentinels off a lot, but this round not.
They're getting so aggressive. I feel like they're just relying on gimmicks in these last few rounds.
Setup, and Dapper has lurked through halls, Dan. He's through.
Oh no. Will they understand? Okay, well the turret's there, that's good. That's going to cover that eventuality for Khalil. Reposition for Khalil, we'll keep him safe for now. Xan still in the picture. 4 versus 5 though for Furia, they need something special. What a shot from Tens, takes down Xan. That's the Blaze Storm out of the round for Furia.
Oh my god, that's last bullet. He's like ran away already.
Pulled apart one by one.
QCK clean.
QCK, but there's more to find, of course. Sentinels
Also known as a mouse pad.
Indeed, and this is getting to the point, right? We're deep in this match, and every gun matters. Furia has to be looking at this 2-on-4.
That guy checked flashes on face. Really? It's a good strat.
It's not just whether we can win the round or lose the round. Can we take these weapons into the next round?
I'm surprised that they're right across from each other and they could see each other.
As possible in these last 3 rounds. So they're going to opt to save these guns. They still have the lockdown on Khalil. They have the Hunter.
It'd be weird to check for flashes on Sky Flash, though.
We're going
you know?
to get another buy in the next round. And
I wonder, do people still use the QCK Plus? You think?
Yeah.
Probably.
The ultimates that are in play for Furia.
Because I know I used it for a long time until I switched over to Logitech mice. Then I started using Logitech pads.
Some I used it for a while to be the padding. Like even when I used the Logitech mouse pad, I still had it over.
It is thick.
It's
it
thick.
Is nice
yeah,
and
it was really
thick.
it was really good because you bring it to tourneys and shit.
I'm seeing 4 people right now grouped up to the B barrier. I really think we're gonna get the first misdirection type of round from Sentinels, where Zoms is gonna try to fake this A site. He's running away already. He just poison orbed the halls.
I also don't know what it is, but I know obviously I'm not the only one on this because I know you do it, but I'm sure a lot of people do as well. I love stacking pads.
Oh yeah, always stack the pads.
Yeah, I'm a big pad stacker.
For the retake, and let's not forget
I feel like it's kind of like psychotic behavior if you only use 1 pad on a desk.
Oh, absolutely.
Like there's something wrong with you if you do that.
Unless you're using something that thick, right? Like you're using a thick one, but if you're using
even so though,
yeah, there you definitely
it'd be so weird to only have 1.
Yeah, 1 mouse pad is crazy. Literally crazy.
Wow, it's going to cover most of the site. Oh, they're going to try to defend this one. Can they do it? Zom's tapping away, and he's taking down absolutely everybody. And
get her done, Sentinels. Let's get her done. Knock him out. Send him home. Not yet, actually. There's still got more.
To work with Sentinels staying alive another round, and now they have the advantage because they just burned Force Fury to burn all.
They think we're trolling.
Wait, why are they question marking?
Because they don't know. They don't know about the stacking pad strat.
You guys don't stack pads? What do you guys do with your old mouse pads?
They just they use 1 forever. What do you mean?
I mean they like wash it, but like forever?
Yeah.
You can't wash those forever.
What do you mean, dude? You could use a mouse pad for years. Copium?
Yeah, but they start to fray and shit at the ends, and they start to fall apart.
Copium.
Come in with refresh looks after each one.
Trust me, try it. Next time you guys are thinking about re-upping on a mouse pad, put that under your new mouse pad that you buy.
It's so fun to watch.
You'll like the feel, I guarantee it.
It's the best. I mean, if you're not doing it, that's probably why you're not good at games.
Yeah. I honestly have I probably have like 12 mouse pads in my room. Not all stacked. There's a lot in the closet, but I have 1, 2, 3. I have 4. I have 5 mouse pads on my desk right now.
Yep. Fair.
Absolutely, Sentinels feel more confident.
Yeah. Oh, I completely agree. They definitely feel more confident right now, and it's weird. They've always had this swag.
I keep my old ones, man.
In matches, they're always confident in taking.
I think I have about 55.
Right? I see a lot of teams shell up.
Okay, dude, why you gotta one-up me?
Not in my room right now, just all over the house.
Yeah, why? But why though? You didn't need to say it.
Well, I have my own mouse pad. The Shroud mouse pad.
Why are you going on? I'm using.
I
that
also
one on the desk
combo
right
with
now.
my Shroud Edition G303. It's a mouse you could buy.
Cool. I also have a mouse pad.
You do.
I do have my own mouse pad.
You do.
That is also on my desk next to yours.
But why though?
I just like to have my whole desk covered in mouse pad, to be honest.
True. They should make desks out of mouse pad material, so that you don't need you don't need mouse pads. You just
like the whole thing.
you just buy
It's just super squishy and just bends and shit with all the weight on it.
And there's so much mid-control indeed. Likely having a read of Sentinel's position. Deep flash comes through.
They do? No, they don't.
They probably do have the topping of it.
No, not
like,
the topping. The whole thing. I want my whole desk to be the same material as a mouse pad.
Whole desk is a QCK
like
plus.
5 inches of it or some shit.
Unbelievable. Is Furia actually about to let them do this right now?
Nah, they won this round. We're going to third map. I read the script.
There by the door, tries to drop it, but he's denied by NCR. This is so scary.
God, this is terrifying.
Oh.
And Tens comes up big, despite being headshot.
No, 10. You're the savior, the goat, the kid. Wait,
I don't have a lot of time.
To try to plant this spike. Marsden's still in position to try to deny that. Smoke or no.
Oh, they lost.
Yep, there it is.
It was like a trifecta right here. Dude, Dapper was held out of that door for so long. He couldn't do anything the way he was held. And they weren't giving him any peeks, which is great. So he was just scared.
It's weird, though, because when you're in that spot, when you have 4 A main and 1 guy at the door, it's either the people A main leave or the guy at the door has to make a play. That's it. All they did is just sat there. Seconds just passed by, and then 20 seconds are left, or 15 or whatever. They have to rush into the site, and then they just die.
Yeah, it's a mistake.
Someone needed to make a move. Either the 4A main leave and go to another like default, or go B or fucking through mid or some shit, or just